Hello again, everybody. Uh, well, the movie has already been made. The filming is over, and we still have the Centurion here. Now, I'm keeping most of the Centurion the way that it is. One thing that I have to change, though, or I want to change, is I want to get rid of that motor that's on top that made the gun spin around and stuff. And I figured, well, before I get rid of it, I might have some fun with it. Or something I always wondered. Okay, so I've always wondered, you know, if you had a set of blades up on top of your car and they would provide enough down thrust, would you be able to actually get your car to lift up off of the ground? I'm not saying that you'd be able to fly or anything like that, but who's to say that it might lift itself up off of the ground and be able to hover? I mean, basically like a helicopter. Now, I mean, I've already got the motor up on top. I'll just have to drive it faster. I couldn't turn it very fast with the gun on there because it would spin around too fast. It would start throwing parts off of the gun. It will spin pretty quick. And I can change one gear inside of that and make it where it spins even faster. And also, I will run it off of the alternator to the car, so I've got a lot more power. So yeah, I was thinking, why don't we just try a little experiment and just see. Now I may have to make a basically I'm making a helicopter, so I may have to make a tail rotor sticking out. And I've done a few calculations, and two blades with 5 feet long and about 6 inches of width, that amount of surface area would be enough to just get this car off the ground. Now, I don't think it will, I'm not going to be soaring over the trees or anything like that, but it would just barely get the wheels off the ground, or it should. I don't know how much power that little motor is really going to have, but before I take all that off, because I don't want to carry that around because I can't really use my rack. That whole thing takes it up, but I'm going to try and see what I can do. Okay, so now I am going to have to make some blades. Well, I figure, now this one is not pretty, but it does have an airfoil-ish shape, and I'm going to do the other one the same way. It's kind of an airfoil, and I'm going to put a piece of pipe through it for strength, and then connect that to the center. Okay, so what we got here, we got our piece of PVC pipe, got our copper pipe to put in there once this gets heated up, and we got a 2x4 to work it down with. I tried using that and it is just too big. I think that's where some of my wrinkles on the other one come from. I don't think it's too critical, but it's not like it's really going to fly or anything, but we're going to just try and see what we can get here. Okay, so I'm going to show y'all what I got worked out so far. Charging the battery. It seemed a little weak earlier, so I'm just trying to put a little juice into it. But okay, on top we have our rotor blade. And of course, when you have the rotor blade on top and it's spinning, it's going to be trying to push the back of the car around. So you have to have a tail rotor. So back here we have a tail rotor, and I've just made had some extra metal left over from the Jeep crate. So I made a tail rotor with a fan, and I'm overpowering this fan. I've got 4 car batteries in the trunk. One reason I did that is to counterbalance the weight of the engine, but also that would not put out enough thrust with just 12 volts. So we needed 48 volts running through it, and it runs off of it, and it runs really well. So okay, we got our power supply in the back that is going to power that, and it's going to power our top rotor. Now, to control all this, I'm going to be using a car ECM. And if you didn't know, you can take a car ECM and you can use it as a motor controller. And I'm going to control this motor and also that motor through an Arduino with a joystick. So that way this one will be controlled. The joystick turns like this. So when I turn it this way or this way, it will vary the amount of voltage going to that motor. Now the top motor, I've got a little lever at the back that I push up, and that will be my throttle to throttle that motor up. And I still haven't got my swash plate figured out yet, but I will work on that. Either that, or I may hook up a balance, a weight balance that will, when I pull the stick back, it'll shift the weight to the back and make the car, when it's up, lean back. I don't really think it's going to get that far. I mean, like I said, I don't think it's really going to get that far. I don't think it's going to be able to lift itself off the ground. But with the power that we have, we're going to try it and just see. Just, you know, just for the fun of it. Because why not, you know? Okay, so here we are over at the lake. Got the Buick with me. Have the rotor blade and the tail rotor on it. I figure I'll try my test flight here. That way, should I end up wrecking, I can just hit the lake and be a lighter landing, or a softer landing, and probably won't even have to recover the wreckage. It'll just go out of sight. So I'll just swim to shore and walk home, I guess. Anyway, hopefully it won't come to that, but let's just give this a try and see how it works. Okay, so now I am in the car. We have the rotors running, rear rotor and the top rotor. Now, this is my control. I have hooked this part, this whole thing goes to an Arduino, and it uses the code on the Arduino to run a motor controller for the top rotor and the rear rotor, and I have a weight under the car that moves with this. The tail rotor is side to side. This is the throttle. This little lever right here. So what we're going to do, we're just going to try it out. We're probably just going to sit here and maybe take a little weight off the suspension. Will be about it. I don't think it's going to. I don't think it's going to lift off. I mean, it's a car with a helicopter plate on it. You know, I don't think it's going to do anything. But we are going to try it out Now I have, just in case we do get a little lift and the tires are to actually lose contact with the pavement, I have a camera set up out there. There's another view out there. So no matter what we do, if we just barely get it off the ground, it's going to record it. If it takes completely off, yeah, it'll record it then too. So anyway, oh shoot, well, hope that didn't hurt the camera. My camera fell down out there, so the only view that you're going to have is going to be this one in here. Well, shoot. I hope that didn't break that camera. It's a little costly. Alright, well, here we go. We're going to try it out. Give her some more throttle. And we are we're off ground. I mean, the trees are going down. I'm trying to very small movements and trying to keep some control. This is scary. Y'all, yeah, we're in the air. We are flying, and I am not a very good pilot at all. We are actually, okay. Come on, small movements of the stick is what I need. Okay. I'm easing it down. I'm gonna land. This is too dangerous. Okay. That was an adventure. That was scary. But we just flew in a car. I have a flying car now. Not that I'm going to be probably using it anymore, because that was really terrifying. I thought we were going to crash. I didn't think it was going to make it, honestly. But we made it back down to the ground, and we're safe and secure. I got to go check my camera, but I'll meet you outside first. All right, well, that was fun. As you can see, we have the car safely landed, not damaged or anything that I know of. Was a little bit of a rough landing, but hey, it's still in one piece. Anyway, yeah, you can see there's the car. I didn't go very far. Right over there is where we took off at. So we didn't make it very far, but we actually flew in the air with a car. So hey, now that's not something you see every day. Well, not every day. On the average, I'd say that's something that you see about one day a year, about the same day as today. Because, well, if y'all remember right, today is April the 1st, and there's something significant about that day. Oh yeah, April Fools. Yeah, there's no scientific possibility that this idea could ever work. This is an April Fool's joke. So I probably didn't get you. This one was a little far-fetched, and yeah, it's not really believable at all, but hey, it has been fun to film. Anyway, I guess that's my little April Fools for this year. I appreciate everybody watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.